The apartment on West 39th Street wasn't remarkable at first glance. A mid-tier building, decent rent, mostly quiet. But apartment 4B, that one was different. That one had screaming walls. Nobody had lived there for more than a month. Every tenant left in a hurry. No deposits demanded, no lawsuits filed. They just packed and vanished. But Clara didn't believe in ghost stories. She was 28, a nurse, and had just gotten out of a toxic relationship. The apartment was cheap, close to work, and more importantly, hers alone. "Don't listen to rumors," the landlord had said. "Just people being paranoid." She had signed the lease the same day. For the first 3 nights, nothing happened. No whispers, no flickering lights, no chills down her spine. Just a silent apartment. Then came night 4. Clara was half asleep when she heard it. A knock, soft, deliberate, steady, 3 times. She sat up, disoriented. She reached for her phone, 3:12 a.m. Another 3 knocks. She hesitated. The door, number, the closet. Her breath hitched. The closet was inside the room. She grabbed her bedside lamp and aimed the dim light at the closet door. It was open an inch. Had she left it open? She didn't remember. "Hello?" she whispered. Silence. She got up, heart hammering, and slammed the door shut. She even pushed her dresser in front of it. Then she heard something that made her skin crawl. From inside the closet, a voice, a whisper. "That won't stop me." Clara barely slept that night. When dawn came, she convinced herself it was sleep paralysis or her imagination playing tricks. She went to work, came home exhausted, and barely thought about it until night 6. She had just brushed her teeth when she noticed something off in the hallway mirror. A man, tall, motionless, wearing a black suit, hands at his sides. No features, just dark hollows where his eyes should be. He stood at the end of the hallway outside her bedroom door. Her real reflection showed nothing, but in the mirror he was there. She turned, trembling. The hallway was empty. She looked back at the mirror. He was closer. 1 step closer. She smashed the mirror with a bottle of perfume and ran into her room, locking the door. That was the first night she heard the growling. Over the next 3 nights, Clara started changing. At work, her co-workers noticed it first. "Are you okay?" they asked. "You look drained." She felt it too. Her body was sore, like she'd been running in her sleep. And then there were the gaps. One night, she woke up outside her apartment building. Barefoot, freezing. She checked her phone, 4:06 a.m. How had she gotten there? The second time, she woke up in her bathtub, fully clothed, soaking wet. The third time, she almost didn't wake up at all. She set up a camera in her bedroom. Something was happening to her, and she needed to know what. The next morning, she played the footage. 12:31 a.m. She was sleeping normally. 2:42 a.m. She sat up slowly, her face turned toward the closet. 3 a.m. Her head tilted back at an unnatural angle. Her mouth moved, but it wasn't her voice coming out. It was a deep, inhuman rasp.
"The body is weak, but I am not."
Then her body collapsed back into bed like a puppet with its strings cut. Clara's friend Mike, a documentary filmmaker, was the first person she told. We need proof, he said. We need to record everything.
That's how they ended up live streaming an exorcism on the dark web.
They invited Father O'Hara, an old priest who had seen things he refused to talk about. The camera was set up in her bedroom, pointed at her. The priest stood at the foot of the bed, Bible in hand. It started slow. The air thickened. The temperature dropped to freezing. The closet door creaked open. Then Clara sat up, eyes rolled back, lips moving soundlessly. The priest began reciting Latin.
That's when Clara screamed.
Not in pain, not in fear, in laughter. The sound was wrong, distorted, layered, like multiple voices laughing at once. Then she spoke, but the voice wasn't hers.
You think he can save her?
The lights shattered. The bed levitated off the ground. The priest collapsed, clutching his chest. Mike screamed, dropping the camera.
Clara's body convulsed violently.
Her mouth stretched into a smile too wide for a human face. She's mine now, the voice whispered. Then the stream cut to black. The next morning, Mike tried calling Clara. She didn't answer. When he went to her apartment, it was empty.
No furniture, no bed, no clothes.
Just a single chair in the center of the room. And written on the wall, in Clara's handwriting, were 4 words: "He let me in." The live stream was wiped from the internet. No record. No evidence. Clara was never seen again.
But sometimes, in the dead of night, when the wind is just right,
people on West 39th Street still hear a voice laughing through the walls and knocking 3 times.